Hi, my name is Bailey Williamson. Today I'll be discussing informed consent. I have chosen a clinic in my area, the state of Alabama. The name of this clinic is Alabama Thrive. Their informed consent form contains information about the counseling process, the benefits, and the risk involved when beginning counseling. In addition to that, it contains information about the privacy rights of each client and when those rights might become waived due to legal requests such as a subpoena, as well as the clinic's policy on keeping records to determine the growth of a patient. This information can be requested by a client to be released, but only by a client. This information can be found at the Alabama Thrive website 2021. Each of these are discussed in the ACA Code of Ethics. The consent form does not discuss anything in regards to cultural sensitivity, as well as information regarding the rights of mandated clients, which is suggested by the ACA Code of Ethics, which can be found under the ACA 2014 Code of Ethics 2014. Things that were not listed in the ACA Code of Ethics but were included in this consent form were how clients can get in touch with their personal counselor and who to contact if that counselor cannot be reached, in case of a counselor might be in session with another client, and it contains the patient's rights when ending counseling sessions. The Alabama State Board of Counseling prohibits counselors from prescribing for, treating, or advising a client on a problem that falls outside of the counseling boundaries. Under the Alabama Rules and Regulations, it discusses the abilities and boundaries of clients and the clients they may take on. This information is not discussed in the Alabama Thrive Consent Form. This all can be found under the Codes, Rules, and Policies Alabama Board of Examiners in Counseling. In my opinion, legal forms can be quite daunting. The language can get extremely confusing and hard to understand. The example I chose is the first real counseling consent form I have ever read, and it was surprisingly very clear and very understandable. A study on counseling consent discusses this very thing. It suggests that patients want honest, straightforward information about what they're signing and the ability to clearly understand what they're reading. This is given to us by Hall and Van Nykirk, 2015. Because this consent form is written in layman's terms, it gives someone like me the confidence and comfort of knowing what I'm signing and my rights as a patient. Something that surprised me that was not listed in this consent form or the ACA Code of Ethics is the legal age on consent when undergoing counseling. Nowhere is it discussed the privacy rights of minors and at what age consent requires to be shared information with parents or guardians. Other than that, I found the Alabama Thrive consent form very informative and understandable for clients, and I think it aligns well with the suggested information within the ACA Code of Ethics.